Hi, it's Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and here's today's question. I'm going to read it, just in case you haven't figured that out. Excuse me, I'm going to move the camera over. Oh, I'll leave it like that. Is it normal to get a call from a recruiter and get questioned about current previous salaries while I'm explaining that I'm not looking for a move? The answer is yes. However, let me dissect what's going on. They're trying to fill a position. They're sourcing for a job. They're trying to find someone with a particular background. Here's what they've got. They've got a job description or an outline from a client about what the client is looking for, including prices that they're willing to pay for this talent. So you're saying, I'm not interested, but they're doing one of two things. They're going to try and convince you because your salary is much lower, and they're going to try and persuade you with money. Or if you're in the middle of interrupting them and going, hey, look, I'm not interested, and they're still talking about salary, they're trying to build their database so they have an idea of what price point you're at for the future, so that this way they can recontact you when they have something that makes sense. But the first scenario is the most likely one. That's the one where they're trying to find out, can they talk with you about salary? Can they persuade you with money, even though you're not interested? For example, you're making $100,000 a year, $125,000, whatever it is. And they say, this is a position that'll pay between $110,000 and $125,000 on the first scenario. Or you're at $125,000 and they'll say, this is a position that can get you to $140,000, maybe $150,000 plus bonus. There's just so much money in there. They're just going to try. They're just trying to break down your defense. So, yes, it's normal because most recruiters, at least in the contingency business, not in executive search, but in the contingency recruiting, what they're trying to do most of the time is break you down in two ways. Number one is money. Number two is opportunity. They've got a career opportunity where a client is looking for a rock star to work for them and do magical things. And I'm being goofy there, but that's really what most of the sales pitches come down to. So, yes, it's normal. Yes, it's very much part of the repertoire of recruiters. And no, you don't need to comply. I want to repeat that. No, you don't need to comply. But, I want you to hear that big but. The person who gets ahead isn't always the smartest or work the hardest, although those are great qualities to have. People get ahead by being alert to opportunities and not falling for company pablum that wears them down and gets them stuck in a job that they say they're happy at until one day there's someone who calls out to them and says, hey, Shirley, come here, meet us in the conference room. And then they fire you when the economy turns south. You're the chairman of the board of your organization. In my case, it'd be the Altman organization. And thus, I'm responsible for me, and you've got to think like the chairman of your organization as well. If you're a compliant, meek, little, nice person working for a company, you're going to lose out, and eventually your employer is going to spit you out. Don't believe me? Look at what happened to millions of people just in the United States between 2008 and 2010. Look out for yourself. Don't just pause and go, hey, I'm in a good job. This is a good job. I like my good job. Maybe there's a better one. Listen. Be smart. If you listen and then decide, this isn't for me. The commute's too long. The money isn't right. I can't do it right now. We've got this trip that we're planning. Whatever the reason is, don't do it. But be smart. Listen, then make the decision. Hope you found this helpful. There's a lot more at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Visit the site, sign up. It's not just simply great content, where there's a lot of it, but there's also the ability to ask me questions that will help you land your next position or give you advice about your career and your job search. Again, JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Come on over. Let me give you a hand. Have a great day. Take care.